In this video, I will give a short trivia around nicknames and show you exactly how you can change the nickname of a foreign Pokemon without having to buy an extra Nintendo Switch, extra copies of the Pokemon games, or even a Nintendo Online subscription. There are many clickbait internet articles and videos that tell you how you are able to give a nickname to a foreign Pokemon, but they are false. Being able to give a nickname to a Pokemon you love is a small but integral part of the games. I would argue it's even more important than if your Pokemon is shiny or not. But some people just do not understand that. In previous games, even if you didn't give a nickname to a Pokemon you just caught, you could visit the Name Rater NPC to give your Pokemon a nickname. In Scarlet and Violet, you can finally just change the nickname of a Pokemon straight from the boxes by going into their summary tab and pressing X. Normally, you can only give a nickname once, but in Scarlet and Violet, you can change the nickname of a Pokemon you've personally caught multiple times. If the Pokemon is from a different language region, what is most likely happening is a software bug. The game checks the current name of the Pokemon against the species name or Pokédex name of the Pokemon in the current region, and if it doesn't exactly match that string, the games treat it as a nickname, thus not allowing you to change them. This Chinese Basculegion's name is actually just Basculegion's Chinese name. It has never been nicknamed, and the game still does not allow me to give it a nickname, because Game Freak didn't care to implement a simple programming check to see if a Pokemon was actually nicknamed. So to nickname any foreign Pokemon, we need to create a game instance with that language. And because you still cannot create a brand new playthrough 20 years later, we will need to create a new Nintendo Switch user. Don't worry, it only takes 5 seconds and you don't need to register it to an email address. Go into System Settings, User, Add User, create a new user, Chinese simplified. Don't sign in and link. After having created the new user, we will launch the game with that brand new user and we will select the language region of the foreign Pokemon. Okay, so for Chinese simplified, the second character has like a woman on it in a bathroom, so I guess it's this one. We need to unlock the boxes functionality to be able to transfer between Pokemon Home, so we need to replay the unskippable cutscenes and beat Nimona. Just do your best to get through this game even though you don't speak the language. You need to go back up and get your backpack and stuff at this point. Pick a starter, go down to the beach to face Nimona. So we just unlocked boxes. Here is our box. After this, you need to install Pokemon Home on your Switch from the Nintendo Switch online shop. It is completely free and I recommend having it anyways to transfer Pokemon between games after Game Freak finally implements the feature 7 months after the release of a game. So the trick is to always launch Pokemon Home with your main user. Indeed, you cannot even launch Pokemon Home with your foreign user because you would need to link it to a Nintendo account, but it doesn't matter because we can transfer between Nintendo users anyways. First we transfer the foreign Pokemon from the main user to the home box. Save the current box. Then we swap to the foreign user up here and then transfer the Pokemon from home back to the game and save. At this point you can log back into the game using the foreign user and just give your Pokemon a nickname. Remember, you can only give a nickname once to your Pokemon, and even if you nickname it to the exact English name of the Pokemon, you won't be able to change it. So this is your one chance. I was going to give the nickname Salmonella to my Basculegion, but I am unable to do so because you can only have nicknames up to 6 characters in Chinese. So this is extremely disappointing. I have no idea what nickname I want to give to my favorite Pokemon that is only 6 characters long. So at this point, you can retrace your steps to transfer your nickname Pokemon back to home and then back to your main user. Make sure to save. Open with the main account. Change to the foreign account in home. Transfer the Pokemon back to home. Save. Swap user back to the main one and save. I was going to have a whole bit with naming my Basculegion Salmonella, but now I'm just extremely disappointed. It took me a very long time to trade for this because I don't have Legends Arceus. So now if I want to give a longer name, I have to trade for an English shiny Basculegion. Anyways, Pokemon can come from 10 different regions and you can only make 8 Nintendo Switch users. So until Game Freak decides to fix the software bug with the name strings, you will just have to mess around with my method. Like and subscribe for more.